The Dallas Cowboys are America's team, but this is very, very fascinating what I'm about to tell you. Number one, you can't fix a problem that you don't know exists. So what is the problem that the Dallas Cowboys have that they refuse to acknowledge, thus refuse to fix? Well, Jerry Jones will tell you. He said in a quote earlier today, very simple. It's in Dak's DNA not to turn the ball over. It's in Dak's DNA not to turn the ball over. Now, look, Jerry, you can't fix a problem if you don't know it exists. Dak Prescott, 15 interceptions on the season, tied for the league lead, but he only played in 12 games. Is it not in Dak's DNA? Because objectively speaking, it actually is. Check the facts out. This blew my mind when I researched it. Since 2017, the quarterbacks that have at least 2,000 passing attempts, Dak Prescott, where does he rank in interception percentage? Well, he's not in the top 5. That's Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins. He's at 12 of 16 people that qualify with a 2.1 interception percentage, 2.2, right behind Matthew Stafford. What does that mean, America? Every 50 passes, Dak Prescott throws an interception. Dak Prescott started his career in 2016. I pulled the data in 2017 after his rookie year. So it quite literally is in Dak's DNA that he throws interceptions. The only reason I'm telling you this, Jerry Jones, is because you can't fix a problem that you don't know exists. So until you acknowledge the existence of the issue, Cowboys, Dak, Jerry, the interceptions will continue to exist. I got to head to the desk. Because along with Jerry Jones, there's one main culprit who refuses to acknowledge that this exists in Dak's DNA. Shady, do you know who this is?
Yeah. Jerry Dave Helman.
Jerry Dave. God.
Jerry Dave Helman.
They're related.
I wish I was related. I wouldn't need to do this.
You wouldn't at all.
I wouldn't need to be fighting like this.
But you still would. Dave, again, I always say this. You covered the Cowboys for 10 years. We used to work together in Dallas covering the Cowboys. One Star way, one Frisco way, remind me.
One Cowboys way.
One Cowboys
Frisco, Texas.
way. Frisco, Texas. Good times. Dak Prescott, 15 turnovers on the season. Do you have an issue with Jerry Jones saying that turnovers are not in his DNA?
Why would I have an issue with Jerry making a factual statement? No, I don't have an issue with it. And that's cute that you pulled the numbers to conveniently leave off a Pro Bowl season of Dak's career. Like, we're just cherry-picking things that happen. Also, 2017, arbitrary consider. Like, Patrick Mahomes played one game that year. I mean, like, you can frame things to fit however you want. And look, I've never once tried to deny Dak has had a problem turning the ball over.
Thank God.
This season, when you're talking about a career, that's quite simply not true.
It's objectively factual.
It's quite simply not true. Entering this season, Dak Prescott had a better turnover rate than Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes was at 1.8. Dak was at 1.7.
Where is he now? Where is he now?
Again, when you are talking about somebody's DNA, you're talking about the totality of their career. As recently,
from birth till now.
As recently as 2 weeks ago, and look, for the millionth time, I always feel like I have to say this because I've got people like Shady gaslighting me into thinking I'm illogical. He played. Thank you. See what I did there? I'm a man of many talents. Look.
My man.
He played terribly against Washington. I'll never try to deny it. As recently as 2 weeks ago.
Sure.
So that is this season. He still had a better career interception rate than all but 3 active players. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. 2 Hall of Famers and a possible Hall of Famer. He's good at not turning the ball over in the totality of his career. Last year, 2021, Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes both threw 37 touchdowns.
Sure.
Dak threw 10 picks to Mahomes' 13. He's proven that he's better at this than some quarterbacks that are objectively better than him.
Dave, let's talk.
We can criticize Dak's overall game as much as we want.
I'm ready. I think I'm 25. I never watched the show. Dave Helman, Dak Prescott has played 6 healthy seasons.
Yes.
Joy Taylor, he's played 6 healthy seasons. Shady, 6 healthy seasons. 4 of those seasons, Dak Prescott has had double-digit interceptions. You know somebody who doesn't have interceptions in their DNA? Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers didn't have a double-digit interception since 2011 prior to this season. That's somebody who doesn't have interceptions in their DNA.
Aaron Rodgers is better at it than anyone ever.
That is somebody who does not have interceptions in their DNA. But you can't tell me that a person that has a 15 interception season, an 11 interception season, a 13 interception season, a 10 interception season, you can't tell me that that individual does not have interceptions in their DNA. Look at the totality of Dak's career. And what does Dak have in his DNA? He has winning. Because Dak Prescott has won at a very, very, very high
Am I conveying my confusion clearly enough here?
I don't know how you can be confused because the numbers
10 and
are
11
objectively
interception seasons are not bad things.
compared to the
Patrick
norm.
Mahomes has 13 right now. He's probably going to win MVP.
Compared to the norm. The norm is this. Again, since
Josh Allen has 12, I believe.
Since 2017, Dak Prescott has thrown the 8th most picks in football, and he's missed a whole season. He missed 9 games and he missed 8 games since 2017, or he missed 12 and he missed 5. Since 2017, Dak has the 8th most picks in the NFL, and he missed a whole season. So I don't know what you want to continue to try to convey to LeSean McCoy, this good brother right here. But I will not let you lie to this man on national television any longer.
Don't do no more lying. Please, stop the line.
I won't let you do it.
The interception rate right now, even including 3.8 right now, which is more than double his career rate. That is how frustrating this season is. He's more than doubling his career interception rate on his career. He's still at 2. A 2% interception rate, which is right on par with players like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Guess what? If you throw the ball a lot, you want to be a franchise quarterback, some of them are going to get caught by the other team. That's just the price of doing business.
Roy Taylor, we're doing business. We're having a great conversation. You have an issue with Jerry Jones saying turnovers aren't in Dak's DNA.
No, I have more of an issue with the fact that we're hearing from a team owner a few days out from a playoff game.
It's fun, though.
Which is
we're having
we
fun.
have completely normalized, and it's fine. I appreciate the content, Jerry, always, but you don't see any other owners talking about their quarterbacks' play, specifically the type of play that's being questioned. Also, not to crash the segment or anything, but your DNA can change. Childhood trauma can change your DNA. Being exposed to toxins can change your DNA. I'm not a scientist, but I am a doctor and I know how to read.
She's a doctor.
So your DNA can change. Now, obviously, for the purpose of this conversation and analogy, he's not saying that Dak's DNA has changed, but perhaps Dak's DNA has changed.
It's possible.
Now, I agree with you that not all turnovers are created equal. I think we all agree with that.
Right, of course.
You're going to turn the ball over if you take chances. There's been times even in Aaron Rodgers' career we're like, bro, throw the ball. Like, take a chance. Be aggressive. We know how efficient you are, but sometimes you got to take a risk. So, yes, if you throw the ball, particularly if you throw the ball a lot, some of them are going to get picked. Some of them might not be Dak's fault, which is a new stat that we like to bring up this year.
It's true.
Pick sixes are Dak's fault.
Yeah,
That
those
is
are
true.
not on anybody else.
And
Well,
those are not created equal because those are
Jags one's hard.
The Jags one, yeah.
those are like
It's a pick six.
legitimately scoring points for the other team.
Not Dak's fault. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
More often than not.
More often than not.
In the spaces that he's been throwing them.
Two of the 3 that he's thrown this year are very much on him.
Okay.
That's crazy.
All right.
That's crazy.
Fine.
I just like making Shady mad.
I can agree with you that they're not all created equal. I can agree with you that franchise quarterbacks are going to throw picks from time to time, and it's not the end of the world to throw interceptions. We want you to take risks here and there. Again, I am confused as to the pushback on the idea that turning the ball over doesn't matter. It is the fundamental mantra of every coach that's ever coached on any level,
Any
even
level.
bad coaches. It's just like, what do I got to do to coach? You got to whistle? Just read this line. Take care of the ball.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Like, it's just, that's it. If you're writing a script, you want to write in a football coach, give him a whistle, take care of the ball. That's it. So I don't understand the whole pushback from Cowboys Nation or Jerry or really anyone on the idea that turning the ball over at a high level is not something that people should be concerned about.
2-5.
Ask me the question.
You have an issue with Jerry Jones saying turnovers are not in Dak's DNA.
And the lie detector discovered that was a lie. Like, let's keep it real here. See, the problem is you don't want to keep it real. Yes, I have a major problem with it. That is your DNA. Listen, I can't make this up. And I love that I'm talking to a stat guy because he loves stats.
He does. It's true.
Right? So how you play in 12 games, now you lead the NFL in picks? How does that happen, though?
Do you want me to answer it, or do you want to keep going?
I'm still going.
Okay, cool.
But you know the real answer.
I do.
So my
I
thing
do.
is like, we can't make that up. A couple weeks ago, I said, man, Dak Prescott is playing. Now everybody wants to agree with me. Listen, when you play like trash, right, throwing picks every game, and you win, you get overlooked, right? You win a game, overlooked. But when you lose games, you start getting that heat. That's what's going on now. You're getting that heat. You're losing games and you're throwing picks. I mean, I can't make these numbers up. Like, out of the last 4 games, you got 3 pick six. I can't make that up, Dave. Sure. And it's not a personal thing. It's just telling you the stats. So, yeah, I think that it's in his DNA, and They only go as far as Dak goes.
Dave, here's my question. Dak Prescott, his rookie year, would you say he was a running type of quarterback?
More so than he has been recently, yeah.
Because his rookie year, his DNA said that he was a running caliber quarterback.
Oh, he got you now.
This year,
he got you.
He's 6 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, he did.
6 rushing touchdowns.
He ran way more.
He ran a lot
Come
more,
on.
obviously. This year, I believe he has 1 rushing touchdown.
Sure.
This year, he is not a running caliber quarterback. His rookie year, he was a running caliber quarterback because, to Joy's point, your DNA changes. Dak Prescott has 6 healthy seasons. This is one of them. 1 out of 6 is 17%, 16.8%. So if 17% of your DNA is interception filled, then guess what? Your DNA is interception filled. If 17% of your body has toxins in it, then your body has toxins in it. So I don't understand. And the real issue, Dave, is the longer the Cowboys deny that interceptions are an issue, interceptions will continue to be thrown.
All right, let's do this. Number one, Dak was less mobile last year when he was coming off the ankle injury. He had 1 rushing touchdown last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm referencing. Yep.
He threw 37 and 10. Well, I mean, he's more of a runner this year. He's more mobile this year, and he's having more of a problem with this. Right. If you want to get – and look, it could be possible. I will allow – that Dak could be completely changing his stripes and he's a much different quarterback than what I've gotten used to watching. And we'll have to see how that plays out. I know it's not sexy TV, but we'll have to see what happens next year and the year after that. My guess is, and here's my thing, there's nothing they can do about it right now. If the Cowboys...
You think that's true? Why do you say that?
Because they have to play the way that they're going to play. Look, the running game, very quietly, has not been good in a month. Like, they haven't run the ball well in a month. You can argue with me all you want.
I didn't say a word.
They haven't run the ball. Their offensive line isn't protecting Dak very well. I mean, their quarterback right now is giving them the best chance to win. You've got to let him throw the ball, and that's going to cause – obviously, that creates a higher potential for problems. My thing is, if the Cowboys are genuinely worried about this, in the offseason, they need to do more to address the state of their passing game. You can roll your eyes at me if you want to. And here's I think y'all will appreciate this. Dak is not so good of a quarterback that he can completely elevate lesser options in the passing game. CeeDee Lamb is a hell, I would argue. He has elevated plenty of people. He got Cedric Wilson paid. He got Dalton Schultz franchise tag. He resuscitated Randall Cobb's career. He's got Noah Brown playing at a level that we've never seen. I'm not reaching.
Go ahead.
He needs better options in the passing game. I don't think he is so crazy accurate and so crazy good like an Aaron Rodgers that he can make this work. If the Cowboys are smart, they will replenish their passing game. Because, like, be honest with me, we sort of got into this in the pre-show meeting. If you ranked the 14 teams in the playoffs, the Cowboys would be in the bottom third in terms of weapons in their passing game. They just would be.
And quarterback.
That's a fact.
And quarterback.
I disagree with that, but regardless.
Think about that.
We got to
go through it. Get back to it.
No, you're not.
We talking about playing right now.
Well, he's not incorrect, but what's fascinating is if Dak Prescott was better, I don't think the receivers would be viewed as badly. Thus, I do believe the options would be viewed better.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.